do we have like housekeeping we need to do? We don't like a pilot, but
That's what I mean. This is going to be no context.
yeah.
Uh, what would you say? I had a little bit right here. It's like,
Okay.
and put this at the front.
Yeah, of course.
This is what,
Wait, let me fluff my
welcome.
bangs if it's at the front. Hold on.
Let me reply.
Yeah. Let me curl a lash. Just
Quick.
here's what.
Here's what. Um, hello, welcome. Welcome. It's me. I'm here in the closet. She's here in the office because she's grown up.
Yeah.
This is
For
what
now.
this pod is not. Okay. Um, Sex in the City.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I
This
kind of
is
like a Sex in the
wait.
City. Okay, sorry.
This is not also a mom pod. No, thank you. This is
No,
not
we would never.
gross.
Ugh!
This is not a gossip pod, although we will be gossiping.
There
This
will
is
be
not
gossip.
There will be. This is not a politics pod, although being a woman is political. This is not a recovery, although there will be recovery. And this is not advice, although we will give you advice.
We
Okay?
will tell you what to do. We
It's
will
going
not
to
be
be
afraid.
all of those things and everything's, but it's not just that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not those things, but we will have all of those things, you know?
Because we can't help our fucking selves.
Because we just keep talking and talking. And what I mean, the only background would be, right, is that um we are sisters
Mhm.
and besties.
Hard-earned besties.
Yeah. Wasn't always.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll do that on one. We'll talk
Yeah.
about our journey.
Also, apologies that we sound the same for the
Oh yeah.
listeners
Oh
and
shoot.
not the watchers.
Should like introduce it and like be like, I'm me, so they know what your voice is.
I'm Peach.
Yeah.
This is
And
my voice.
slightly higher question mark.
What'd you say?
I don't
Here's
know.
the thing. Okay,
It's
here's
hard
what
to
had
hear the
happened
diff.
this week. Joe said he hates baby talk, and I was like, that's like half, that's my voice.
Aggressive.
My
Yeah,
voice
we're
is
not
baby
doing
talk.
that. Yeah.
Oopsies.
Now
I'm
you're
like,
telling us?
so we're divorcing?
Where was
Okay,
this?
great to know.
That's the last straw.
That's how we find out. Fine.
Right.
So sorry. Apologies for the baby talk and the matching voices.
Yeah. And that this is what drives me nuts when I listen to myself is that we don't say ing words.
Ever.
Like everything. Here's the
They're
thing.
not allowed. We know we're annoying.
But we're also like the best and like everybody wishes and like I feel there, you know, does the world need more podness? Not necessarily, but like I feel there is fascination with us, I think from hometown days as well. It's like we're not sold separately.
Ever.
We are, you know,
Literally started our periods together.
yeah, sharing
Had the
boyfriends.
same boyfriends.
Yeah.
Essentially got married at the same time. Had children at the same time.
Yep.
Have the same life.
Yeah. Glasses. So I think that is what's unique and important for people to know,
Yes.
you know?
Oh, and you're in the South. I'm in
Yeah.
the North.
Yeah. You're a Yankee Doodler because you told your friend who's going to be anonymous that we
Yes.
were going to record. And I told my person,
Yeah.
Mr. Z, And
Oh, good one. Who's mine? What's my nickname?
Mr. Medium.
Mr. Medium.
That's what I'm still pitching. He's not Mr.
Okay,
Big.
Mr. Medium.
Um,
Apologies for that nickname.
but Mr. MZ, I said, he's like, "Are you doing anything fun on the weekend?" I said, "I'm recording with my sister and to do podcast." And he's like, "What are you going to talk about?" And I said, "Everything." And he said, "Oh, it's an open topic meeting." And so that's the recovery word for talking about everything.
That's way better than what I said when
It's an open topic.
Yeah. I was like listing off things and I was like, this sounds really chaotic.
It is. It is. We are.
So we found out that Joe can transfer.
Hallelujah.
Yeesh. Like a mother, father, sister, brother brand. And so he's gonna probably transfer, which makes me feel more like, okay, now we can pick a house.
Yeah, you're not like uprooting him.
Right. Because I was like, he's been like packing boxes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bestie, you gotta get a job first.
That's
Or I'm not
wonderful,
house
though.
hunting.
No, listen, because you need to accept that enthusiasm because you don't always get that.
Yeah.
You know, so like keep it going.
No,
Go ahead.
they're more into it than I am at the moment because I'm like
good.
having a bit of a panic, just
Of
because
money.
job
Yeah.
is like I'm being a bit clunky.
Okay. Do you feel that and you perceive that, or is that what's happening? Is it like other people are like this clunky bish, or are you having a self-doubt
I
regular
think it's
thing?
a bit of both.
You do?
Well,
Wait, but like based on what though?
based
Do you have
on
evidence?
the team that I've joined is like great, excellent, and are performing at a
That's
very
weird.
high level. I know
That's so weird.
we're not always used to that. And so I am like still like in my little arm floaties. I'm like, okay,
For real.
what's me and what's you guys? And they're all also very similar to me because they will like pick up the extra slack if nobody's doing it. And so it's hard to like say, okay, this is clearly my task and I'm gonna do it when everybody else is like doing it because no one has done it before me, you know? So I don't know. I'm sure that there's a bit of like, why isn't she taking this off my plate yet? But then also like, well, you got to tell me.
They didn't ask.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
only like answer questions that I'm asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't proactive. Maybe that's bad, but
Yeah.
but do you feel, I mean, like what's different now? Like in your last thing, it's just everything was your plate. Like what
Yeah.
is it that's
Well,
like weird?
I knew everything about like
Yeah.
I was in that world for so long and
Yeah.
I like knew that department, knew everybody, felt confident, like being bossy, felt confident saying this isn't being done, so I'm going to do it or I'm going to help you do it. And like here, I'm still learning who everybody is, what they do. It will be good growing for me.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm just like, I'm still scared that like they're gonna like sit me down and say, okay, well, we tried and it wasn't great. We're gonna move on without you, little buddy. It's hard when work is like, it's been my favorite thing, and like I
Yeah.
spring out of bed and I'm like, all right, let's go, let's fucking go. And now I'm like, oh, it hurts a little,
No. At work this week, I've been there, what, like 15 months?
Mm-hmm.
And
I love that you're telling me like you're a baby.
yeah,
I'm 15 months old.
3,600 weeks.
But
A
carry
year
on.
and a half. Sorry. Oh my God.
And in corporate, you have to say nearly 2 years.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. You need to teach me this. Like, about 5 years, basically.
Yeah, essentially a decade.
Oh my God. But okay, so I've been there nearly 2 years.
Yes.
And when I get a voicemail, I've never checked my voicemail because I don't have a code about it.
Oh no.
And
Why you gotta
no,
wait?
so voicemail still says, for the lady who worked there 40 years before me,
Your
press this.
alias. Sure.
Yeah. And like that's been a priority, but we can't change it ourselves because it's a huge endeavor to change the voicemail.
Of course.
And like this gal I work with, okay, she tried to change the voice greeting because
Great.
it's messed up for everybody too. And like they can't believe that we've had it broken for so long. And then federal IT didn't come, but he called and he's like changing all of the greetings and all of the extensions and all of this.
Come on.
He's like, I can't believe you guys had this greeting for this long, whatever. We're like in trouble for it.
You're like, yeah, me too.
Then I'm like, babe, can I have like a code to get into my voicemail? He's like, absolutely. So I got to get in it. And the answering machine was just this lady at my office, like, did not know she was recording the greeting. And it's just like, she's like, I'm so confused. It's like this. And what do I do? I'm just gonna have to do this. And then she just laugh, and then hang up. And that's the greeting for a year. So then I was able to check my voicemails, and some of these kind ladies calling me are like, you should change your voicemail. It's unprofessional.
You're like, you're telling me. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
We're very important.
You're like the fun office. You
I
never know who's
guess.
gonna be there.
We're the ding dongs, truly. We are the ding dongs. And I don't mind. That's what I sometimes like, I'm very in awe of you, like having drive and ambition and like knowing what the fuck to do and stuff. You still have that go-getterish, and I'm just like, meh, it's funny.
My camera just wink wonked at me.
Is
I
it
don't
from
know
the
why.
candle wall? I don't know.
It went.
It took a picture.
It was like, hey, bestie, you need to stop
Cool
talking
it,
about
cool
this.
You said, okay, that you wanted to talk of love languages because you you learned about it at work, and with all due, I'm like, why?
Okay. So here's what had happened. They're trying to do events again, but so they're trying to do like, what can we do for like holidays that everyone can partake, you know? So on Valentine's, they did a bunch of like quizzes that you could take to get to know yourself better and love yourself. I am my own soulmate.
At work.
I did take the love languages.
Yeah.
And like, it's a difficult one for me.
It is.
I was certain that I was gonna get gifts because, or like whatever.
Snacks. Yeah.
Yeah, I replaced the word gift with burrito. And sure enough, it was my second, my second highest, but words of affirmation is my number one.
Yeah.
Which checks out, I think.
Yeah.
It explains a lot.
Yeah. With all due, it's like, duh.
Duh. This is why.
But it's, I think mine is, it's words, and then I think my number two is quality time, but that might swap sometimes because sometimes I like don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
Sometimes I'm like, depending on who it's from, I'm like, can you like kindly, with all love, shut up?
Yeah.
Just be quiet. I've had too much today, you know.
Yeah. That was my lowest, I think, with physical touch. I'm like, I don't
want. I mean, and maybe I should retake it with like snacks instead of gifts because I love snack, but
yeah,
I'm not into a gift really, and I'm not into touch, I guess. I don't know if that's like because we're fucked up in some way.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say.
Could be. It's possible. Because some of my friends be like getting massages, for self-care. And
Yeah.
I've gotten one massage and would never again. Hated
Mm-mm.
it. Got
Manicures, I can barely. Don't touch
no,
me.
nope, nope. No, thank you. I'm fine.
I want to look pretty, but like
Yeah.
the thought of both sitting, like even a hair appointment is really difficult for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's a long time to be like
You're trapped.
physically connecting and also like I gotta talk to you for all this time.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
There are very few people that I want to spend time with, touch, you
Yeah.
know,
It's a
it's
short
a
list.
very short list.
I know.
But no offense to the people
The weirdos who like to
or the
the
people who like
weirdo.
want to touch me and spend time with me.
I mean, no shade to the weirdos who are well adjusted and can
Yeah.
receive love. Like, God bless.
Oh, wonderful for
We
you.
don't know
We're
you.
so happy.
Oh my God. Because, okay. And like the touch thing, I mean, I don't know like how in we're going, but like I read some book about, and I had a sponsor too who was like, if animals who are born, baby animals, if they aren't touched by their moms, they die.
Whoops.
Dead to death forever. Dead.
Well, great.
You know? And I think there's some science. I'm not gonna like cite it, but I'm sure there's science on it that like that is important when you're a baby, you know?
Yeah.
And because I had like zero memories until age 12.
Yeah.
I one time I was like asking our mom,
Uh,
I was like, have anything bad happened to me from the age of 0 to 5? Because some books said like that's when
mhm.
it's very important to not be traumatized. Never a great time,
Yeah, yeah,
but she was like, no, I don't remember. I don't think so. But like one time a person was like skinning an animal next door, and I think that scarred you for life when you were 2. But also, when you were 2 and I was on bed rest, I couldn't pick you up or hold you or
yeah.
hug you.
Oh, all right. That'll do. But like we had a dad who was very,
What's up?
where was he?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'd love to
So I
explore
mean,
that
I just
more.
didn't mean it because
Maybe
I'm not
because
gonna like,
mother is so important. Like
yeah,
evolutionarily.
yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm sure you and I will work through it, but it's if that's what's messed up with me, like it's your fault
Yeah.
because
Sorry.
you were trying to come out all premature,
Yeah,
you had
whoops.
to be on bed rest, couldn't pick me up when I cry. So
Yeah.
thank you so
I'll
much.
take the fall for that one.
I
Did
just
we
feel like
all
really
move
like
around at the same time too? This is the other thing that's weird about our family is like
yeah.
we all are so separated now and were for like our teen years, it seemed. But like
Mhm.
in the beginning, everyone seemed to move around together.
Yeah, as a collective.
Like everybody
Yeah.
lived at the beach at the same time.
I know.
Everybody lived in Texas at the same time. Everybody lived in Olympia at the same time.
Yeah,
Like what?
I know. What happened?
Why do we not?
By all accounts, you should be normal.
We should be
You should be like
semi-normal.
well adjusted.
Hmm.
That's like the big like mystery. Right, good.
But Joe, he's a physical touch guy.
He is.
And well, yeah, he took the quiz and that's what it told him.
He
And I was like, well,
is.
I'm very sorry
God,
for
I
that.
pray for you. But like, what is it? I mean, it's not just like plowing, right? I mean,
No,
people who like
like
physical
holding
touch, it's like
hands.
holding hands. Yuck.
Kind.
Ugh. For how long?
Rubbing an arm.
Oh my God, I know.
There. You're
It's a
doing
tough one. Yeah, you're doing great.
great. What are we watching right now? I'm in
Okay.
a pickle, I think.
You go first.
Okay. Well, I've got Joe on YouTube now. So we're watching
Where are
Zach,
we at?
watching Zachary Michael.
Hallelujah.
We're watching Welsh Twins on YouTube,
What is Welsh twins?
a skincare one and a makeup one, and they're brothers and they're so funny. I can't even, you just have to watch it. Take my word,
Ooh.
they're so
Okay.
funny. Well, of course, everything on Bravo, like
Mhm.
literally everything I'm consuming, except Summer House.
I'm not, don't do anything in a house. I'm out of it. I already have a house.
I'm but now I've been watching like I've had like an itch for Say Yes to the Dress videos on YouTube
Ew.
because I want it to be a drinking game where like are they high school sweethearts? Take a drink. Are
Like a
they getting
bingo
yeah,
card.
yeah, yeah. I want a bingo
Okay.
of it, you know?
Okay.
Is she gonna say the word bling? Like, I want more
Yeah.
bling.
Yes.
She is. Take a drink. You know what I mean? I love them and I can't explain it. Maybe because
Yeah.
we didn't have like dress weddings, but I don't know. I'm into it.
I hate.
I do too. I can't
Yes.
explain it. I don't know what's come over me.
And
I found it.
I hate wedding also. I hate
I do
weddings. I
too.
hate brides. I hate grooms. I hate
I
caterers.
wouldn't
I hate
would never
photographers.
get married. Like if
No, thank
Joe
you.
croaks, not doing it again.
No.
But I just think it's so interesting. Like as an anthropologist,
Yeah.
you know, I want to see people say bling as adult humans
Yeah.
as they try
Well,
on weird
dang.
dresses. I don't know.
But
It's weird.
you've seen one, you've seen them all. Like
Hmm.
it keeps you anyway, even though
I
you know.
guess. I love a formulaic show
Have
though.
they ever not said yes? Has
Yes,
anybody walked out with
yes,
nothing?
they do. And sometimes their people that they're with are like, they didn't try hard enough to find a dress for them.
Try hard and
Yeah, I love it. I can't explain it.
try hard. What are we
It's like the
doing?
white noise of it all too. Like I cleaned my office yesterday watching these
Yeah.
gals try on dresses.
Yeah.
Fold a little laundry.
I'm very grateful that Vanderplump is back.
Ugh,
Vanderpump Rules. I want to hear from you because this is your first time.
first go, first stab. Yes.
Because I came in maybe like a few seasons ago. I haven't been with them since day one.
Yeah. Did you
I
rewatch?
was, and then I fell out after Sheena gets divorced for the first time, and like the Jackson Brittany, I can't, I
Yeah.
won't. But now I'm back and I'm so happy and I love them.
Yeah. I love like a fresh show, you know? It
Yes,
feels
yes,
very like daytime and
yes.
like, we see them out in the sun and it's,
Yes.
nobody's, I don't know.
And they're going to like restaurants that we could afford to go
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
That's where like Housewives, I'm like,
They live
what
in
do I care? I
apartments.
can't go there. I can't
Yeah.
go to that. I can't go to that hat shop.
Yeah. This is not what I would do with my friends.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I like going with the gang, you know?
I totally agree. This is why I also connected with the summer house gals and guys is like they're young. This is why I like the Southern charm is like they
Yeah.
feel a little poor, but they're not,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like they feel like people that I would either like know, like they're our age group,
Yeah.
maybe younger, probably. But anyway, that's scary. But I like what I'm seeing. I'm
Yes.
into it.
Yeah.
And I will watch Vanderpump do anything, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh, but you know what? Because here I am in the closet. You can't see it, but the server's up here for Jamie to pirate. Oh, don't say that.
Oh,
To pirate all of our programs because I don't pay for a streaming.
yeah,
Um, and so I have to tell him to ask the internet. I don't know the
the pirate.
process.
Yes,
I
the
asked
captain.
him, check the high seas for Vanderpump Rules. He's like, you mean Vanderpump Dogs? So like there was a show of Vanderpump
I
Dogs of
God.
the dog shop,
Lucy
and
loves the apple
I
juicy.
didn't watch it because
No, me
I'm
neither.
afraid. Yeah,
I
but
feel
you
it was
could
probably like a
watch.
fever dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could watch her do anything,
Listen,
including dog store.
they really doubled down on her, even though she didn't come to a reunion. So I'm ready for
Yeah.
her to come back to a housewife.
Yeah.
And truly, like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah. We watched a movie last night of called Body of Evidence, and it's Madonna and Willem Dafoe fucking.
All right.
And
From
she's
when?
burning
What
it
era?
the 80s.
Okay, come on. I'll
She's
watch in the
burning
80s.
she's burning him with candle wax and then licking it. So then she's got like candle wax on her mouth. And she's pouring champs on him. She's cuffing him. She's, I don't
This is
know.
the whole movie.
Yeah,
Whoa.
basically.
Whoa,
She's
whoa,
on
whoa.
trial for murder because she
Oh.
fucked a guy to death. They say, allegedly.
Wow. The 80s were a time.
It was real fun. And
Do you recommend 10 out of 10?
I do.
Okay. I'll
I
watch
did
it.
fall asleep at the end. And Jamie was he shook me. He's like, why did that happen? I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I was asleep.
Candles. Listen, I'll watch an 80s movie. I'm not a movie
Me,
anymore.
I can do it like once a week because I'm tired.
Once a week seems like a lot.
I can do it Saturday nights or Friday nights, but I'm tired. I fall asleep.
I can't. There's just not been a movie that I'm like, oof, glad I watched that.
No.
Yeah, not in a long time.
Jamie watched this fucking movie that I guess is highly regarded, very awarded, etc. What the fuck? Everything all at once.
Yeah. The winking and teleporting movie, right?
Is it another thing? It's like everything. There's another thing in front of that. Something,
Everything, all the
everything all at
things,
once.
all the things every time,
But I'm pissed.
everywhere.
I'm pissed because he loved it. And it's
Everyone
like
did.
8 hours long, approximately. I
Yeah,
don't know.
give or
I'm in
take
and out. I'm asleep. I wake up. This
several
lady,
videotapes.
hot dog fingers. I'm like, oh no. Close my eyes again. I come to, and this guy's like jumping on something and getting something in his asshole. And like, it was bananas. And I'm upset and I
Like
hate it.
on purpose bananas. Like
Yeah,
that's annoying to me too.
I know. But God bless, I think people liked it. But I'm
Yeah, they
like,
did. Everyone did.
maybe I should have been awake for the whole thing to understand, but I'm like, that's on the
This is what
movie. If they can't keep my attention, that's on them. It's
with
not
hot
on me.
dog fingers, especially.
You got to sell me on it. I don't need to invest.
Uh-uh.
Y'all got to get me on a movie, you
That's what
know?
they say is like the first 10 minutes, you're supposed to be like, I'm here. I'm with
I'm
you,
not here.
kid. Yeah.
Can't think of a time I've been here, you know? I'm not that into.
It's like when I worked in a movie theater, it was like the
Mhm.
Annabelle came out, which was like the scary movie everyone was so hyped about. Everyone loved it. And I was like coming in to like check, you have to check on the theater every like half hour or something to make sure nobody's fucking.
For
And
real?
yeah. And
For
or like
real?
talking or like drinking their own liquor or whatever. So like you go in, you look
But
about,
like,
make
calm
sure the
down.
movie's running how it's supposed to be running and that the sound is working or whatever. So you go into the theater, check this girl, creature, whatever, whoever, whatever, Annabelle is like
Okay.
growing into like, I don't know, is it a doll? I think it's supposed to be a doll. She's like
This is
grown,
Pinocchio, I think.
yeah, into like a big giant. That's what I
Okay.
walked in on. And I started
Okay.
laughing. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
scary. I had to get out of there because I was laughing. I'm like, I can't, because out of context, if you're like
Yeah.
falling asleep and you wake up to that, it's
Yeah.
ruined for life.
Yeah. Not
You
going
know,
back
it
to
can't
find
be
out.
so silly,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
I can't.
Mm-mm.
So the dolls, I can't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Meggers. Sorry, Annabelle. I sure can't.
But I'm loving a lot of horror movies though.
Yeah, I like an alien
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I'm into those.
We watched Pet Cemetery a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Loved it. Wonderful.
I think that's
I love
it.
a
All
Stephen
four.
King. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
But these weird things, I don't know. Not connecting.
No.
Yeah.
No, and Joe always want to watch like the world is ending for one reason or another,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
which
Mhm.
is fine. Like, I get it, but
Mhm.
no can do, you know?
Yeah. If it's too many like explosions or car chases in a row, it all blends together and I just fall asleep.
And like, I'll watch an end of the world show probably, but it's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's not enough time for me to care if these people die at the end of the world.
Are you watching the Mushroom Show?
Uh-uh.
The Last of Us is a
Not
video
yet.
game.
Not yet.
It's
I'm sure I will. But
no, but don't do it like that. It's wonderful.
yeah, that's what I hear. That's why I'm
100
sure
out
I
of 100.
will. But
Pedro's
listen,
like
I gotta get an
what a
HBO
king.
back or
Yeah.
just be a pirate, I guess.
Yeah. 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 Just pirate it. We're watching The Wire.
The Wire.
Yeah.
Isn't that like cop drama?
Mhm.
Okay, I can get behind a cop
We
drama.
love that. We're also from HBO, but not now because we're pirating it.
Yeah.
The Sopranos. Did you ever watch Sopranos?
No, and I need to.
It's lovely. It's
We
good.
love
It takes
it,
forever, but
which
it's
is
good.
fine. Listen, everybody at work was watching Cowboys at the
What?
Yellowstone.
Oh,
And then I
we
was
don't
the
need
last
to.
one because I was like, I am not interested in Cowboys.
Mm-mm.
Never have been,
No.
never will be, sure won't. But then I
Yeah.
watched like 2 episodes and I was like, all right, it's fine. And listen, Kevin Costner is a very handsome old, so
Okay.
I can get behind it.
I
You
know
know
you
how
have
I
an
feel
old
about
fetish.
olds.
I
Yes,
know.
yes,
You
yes.
transferred it to me.
You're
Love
welcome.
an old man. Thank you so much.
So then I was like telling Joe about it. Then he was like, I'll watch it with you because he's like, wants to watch it with me. If I
Okay.
like it, now I can't watch any more episodes without him. It's like 8 hour long episodes. So it's like
No.
in 4 episodes or something, like maybe a season. But anyhow, I'll never finish it. Who knows what happens to the cows? I don't know.
God bless. Hope they'll be all right.
They're not all right.
A lot of people here like that.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Farm is like it's real life, so like I don't need to.
Yeah,
I know all the cowboys I need to know.
100%.
I'm good. Show me
Yeah.
something I don't know. Take me out of my life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just like, here's the thing about that show too. Spoiler alert. There's
Okay.
one man
With
on
the
that
flashing
show.
cardigan.
There's one man on that show who continues to murder people every 2 seconds. And I'm like, and they're like, oh no, you have murdered someone. Now we have to fix it for you. And I'm like, at a certain point, you gotta
Stop
cut it out.
enabling.
You gotta stop. Or he's gotta stop murdering people. And he's supposed to be, I think, a protagonist. And we're supposed to be like, oh no, he has been in a pickle
Whoops.
and had no choice but to murder this person. But he does. He could just leave the situation, probably. He could just drive away or horse away,
Yeah,
but
they can.
he didn't.
They're very empowered cowboys.
They sure are.
What's
But
up?
he's like, it was a pickle. What did you want me to do? We're like, bestie,
Not that.
don't kill people. That's what we want you to do.
Okay, so the snails.
Yes. Okay.
I'm
So
glad you
everybody,
found them.
me
What made
too.
you? When did this happen? How long have you been snailing?
Well, okay. So when I started Wellbutrin, I was getting breakouts every time I would start, and then I would forget to take it, and I would have to restart,
Girl.
re-breakout. And it wasn't like acne breakout. It was like my skin would look really dry, patchy,
Okay.
couldn't wear makeup, very
Yeah.
scary. And everybody was like, get your jojobas, get your vitamin E's, get
Yeah.
your whatever serums.
Mm-hmm.
Got all the shit, made it worse. Snails are all I need. Like truly, I'm putting nothing else on my face except
Yes.
nails and makeup
Hallelujah.
and sun creams.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
snail.
these snail gals are my primer. I get a snail face wash. I'm doing only snails.
Yeah.
I want to start farming them.
Yeah. Do it responsibly.
Yeah. I'm gonna have friendly backyard snails.
Yeah. Y'all got them there a
We
lot, right?
sure do. We
It's
got
so hard.
slugs.
Oh,
I don't know about snail. Is it the
it
same?
could work. Why wouldn't it?
Probably. I'm just
Milk
gonna
'em.
sleep with slugs on my face.
Yeah, it's modern day leeching. But for people, right, who don't know, it's the snail mucin. I
Listen.
have them in a toner.
Oh,
I do a slime also.
how do you do a toner? You just spray it on?
Well, it's in this little bottle, so I just drip, drip,
Okay.
drip. You know. And I got a snail moisturizer. Um, it's lovely because science, I'm not gonna cite a source, but
Sure.
you know, snails and slugs, they never have breakouts.
No,
They never have
haven't ever
pimples.
seen one with pimples.
And they walk around, they don't walk, but they go around. They're on shells of things, they're on rocks of things, they're on sharp things,
And they're
you
still
know, and
shiny, dewy,
blossom. Yeah, plump,
so plump,
a broken skin ever. So, you know,
youthful.
beauty, glowy,
You
gorgeous.
you could never tell me how old a snail is.
No,
If I showed you
no.
one,
Do they wrinkle?
you'd
No.
never be able to tell me.
It's a slime. And Ella be getting the 13-year-old breakouts, you know. So then we have to like do the acne treatment, and then that turns to red. So now she's on slime and it's
Yeah,
helping. It's slow sometimes, but it's
yeah.
helping. Snail all day.
For
If
everyone.
we help no one with nothing else, listen of the snails. And how long did I tell you about snails though?
I mean, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
And listen, look at my face.
lovely.
Not not a crevice to be seen.
No.
Don't look too close. Under these bangs, there's a situation.
Okay.
I want a Botox. Listen, here's my list of
Okay.
wishes. I would like a Botox in my
Because
forehead.
have you listened to me about the Botox serum?
No,
The
I don't know if I
Botox in the
can get
bottle.
behind it. I don't know. I don't like
Nothing
anything that
inside.
makes me feel like this.
No, 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 no. It's just a serum with
But she
Trixil and a Giraline,
but
and
she
I get
goes,
her from Amazon. No, it's not.
it's
It's
not
not.
like a lip
It's
plumper.
not pulling. It's not necessarily even a plump. It's just like if I've got a red or broken at night, do the serum, and
Yeah.
I don't know what it does. It does magic stuff. And they say, I mean, I've seen videos of people, they put it on their 11s and it
Yep,
softens that. I don't know that I even have much 11 problems.
I know. I just have like one vertical line. You can't see in this camera. You can't. Well, listen,
Yeah,
I'm only doing this camera from now on. My top lip is fully disappearing. It
it's
will be
small.
gone in months. Completely gone. And they truly don't tell you that about your 30s, that like body parts start
They
disappearing.
fall off.
Gone.
Some are bigger, some are smaller.
Yeah.
Things happen. I mean, Norma got it. Norma got lip fillers. And so I was along with her on the journey, you know,
Whoa.
and
Like in
truly
real
like,
time.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we went to her house to fix her internet like the day after she got it. And it looked fucking bruised, like
Yeah, at
purple.
first.
It
You gotta
looked
like
like
take some
shit
time
on the
off.
first couple of days. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to go into hiding, I think.
Yeah.
But then emerge, you know,
With
gorge.
the new face.
I support it, but
Yeah. Well, and you can group on it as
great.
well. You sure can. That's what my
Yeah,
friend at work told me. He's like, just get a Groupon for your injections, and then you can
yeah,
go like, you know. But the problem is like I have to do the math of like how many I will need. So I have to go like get a
right.
consultation.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so
then
what's
they'll
on
try to
what else?
they'll try to tell me like what all the other things I need.
Yeah.
But that's all I want. It's just that. And
Yeah.
maybe Botox. Maybe.
You want lips and the line.
Eventually, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know though. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to get the Botox in the jaw for my teeth clenching. And I mean, I wouldn't mind having a smaller this,
We get a
but
bit
it's
jowly.
expensive. Yeah.
I mean, eventually, a whole new face and bod would be nice. But, you know, who has the money? If I
Right.
ever make it to the 6 figures, maybe hit like and subscribe or whatever.
Was talking to some of my gals, okay, and about like I'm working on like doing an abbreviated uh inventory, basically is the word about it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's on specifically like the family of origin stuff and the self-esteem, because my sponsor's like, this is like getting too much, like work on it.
Yeah.
So I've been like journaling on it, you know,
Yeah.
and doing my little work and stuff. And then I remembered that somebody said like non-dominant hand journaling. Have you heard about it?
No.
Non-dominant hand journaling is uh self-explan, but basically like because it takes long, because it takes longer with your non-dominant, and it looks very childlike,
Whoa.
that it somehow like short circuits you in a good way and puts you back into that headspace. It's very cute. Oh, yes. You
Wowee.
know?
Oh my
And
God.
yeah. So it's a mind fuck. And it's not, at least for me, like not in a traumatic necessarily way. Like I'm not on the floor, but like I put the pen in my other hand and like it very much takes you back to the smaller state, you
Wow.
know, and like all of a sudden, even though I feel very intellectual about a lot of the things, like when I do that kind of journaling, it
Yeah.
gives me more access to the feelings, you know.
Yeah.
So it's dope. And I was telling some of the gals, and one of the gals came back and was like, here's an article of science about it. And basically, like it's a real science thing. And it's like the poor man's EMDR, which is the eye movement desensitization something with an R.
Right. Recall.
Because
No.
maybe, perhaps.
Reinforce. Repel. Recog. Resuscitation.
Integration.
Reassembly. Okay. We'll Google it.
But so, you know, because I'm not paying for really fancy.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call it EDM. But that's dance music.
Oh, I was
That's
like,
a
that's
rave.
drug.
That's a rave. That's not fun.
I'm a boomer. Like, that's a drug. Oh boy. That's Molly.
We're rolling. That's a hot tip of the week if you can't afford the eye.
Yeah.
The eye movement fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's my hot tip, is do non-dominant journaling. Journaling.
That's very cool. So like what are you, because I never know when I am like meant to journal, where to start, what to write down.
Yeah.
It's so many things that like, because as we know, I just don't access anything. It's all in a
Yes.
freezer. And I'm
Yes.
like, we'll deal with it later.
Yeah.
So like, what do I take out, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're like targeting
Yes,
specific things. So you're
because
going in with an intention
yes. And that, I mean, under supervision, that's why I'm telling you, like
of whom.
my sponsor, my
Okay.
sponsor. So I'm under
Like,
supervision.
who's in charge of me?
um, but yeah, because I've gone through some years of this already of recovery, etc. So like I'm not as like it's not urgent and it's not like I don't have super swingy highs and lows,
Yeah.
but it's like this
Like, yeah, girl.
particular issue keeps like being in the way of me making some progress in a certain way because I'm still like wanting everyone to approve of me.
Oh, yeah. That's
So,
familiar.
yeah, heard of it. So, like we're doing a specific targeting of that. So, I don't know. I mean, because I know kind of what I'm looking for, it's like, what are the tools that I can get to that stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's so cool. We love a money saving queen.
This is you, your budget. Oh, wait. And I saw something on the internet too that I'm pretty pissed about. Here's what it's like I get very frustrated and take it personal for people to be like so anti meds.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We're not gonna say who, but we have people in our lives that
Uh-huh.
are like, I'm only on these for a time. This
Like,
isn't my lifestyle. I'm
according
just
to
getting
whom?
over the hump. No, I'm like, this is a lifestyle choice for me. I was born this way. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm on my depressies for a long time.
And
And I
like,
go
who told
for
you
like,
that you could just like take a vacation into
yeah.
antidepressants? Like, that I'm pretty sure that's not medical advice, but sure.
But like, I don't even know how I came across. This is not a person I follow, but this lady, not a lady, this gal, this Gen Z gal is
Not
like
a lady.
not a
Not ladylike behavior.
ladies take their pills.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Merch down below. Just kidding.
That's right. But just like, okay, this gal, she's like, obviously gets on her depressies. She's like, I need them to get my life in order, and then want to get off the pillsies.
I
And
got bad
she's like,
news.
I'm white knuckling my life, driving against some gusty force that's trying to push me one way while I'm desperately trying to force myself to go in another one. Like maybe medication's my only hope for my version of normal. Maybe that's what I have to surrender to. Like, calm down. What
Yeah.
surrender to? That's what I don't get why like people are so like even now, even the Gen Zs are like, I shouldn't be on this. This is something unnatural that I'm doing. Like, no. It's like such a gift of science that I don't have to fucking like raw dog life. I'm
Yeah.
on this for life, dog. Like I have no intention of raw dogging this shit ever again.
And like, just wait till you get up on those pills, my friend. Like, she's gonna be like, oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, in our family, obvi, we've got a lot of mental health problems. But I don't recall like are we is our family of origin like pro meds about it? Or like
Yeah.
is there like a what is that called?
Stigma.
Yeah, is there stigma?
I don't know. I never know what to expect from our family
A hundred
about that kind of
percent.
stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I never know what's coming.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know that any of us have ever, until adulthood, like said, like, I have anxiety or I feel depressed. But
Yeah.
certainly we probably should have been like speaking to someone sooner about our
Mhm.
trauma.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's tough to say.
It's real tough.
I'm sure there were probably free resources that we could have taken advantage of,
Yeah.
given that our worlds fell apart at such a
Right.
young age.
Right. And it's like when you're a kid, it's like there's not a lot of there's not a lot you can advocate for yourself about because like if we were to receive a service, like you still need a grown up who has their shit together enough to coordinate, do the
100%.
admin, fucking drive
But
you, go to the pharmacy.
we had so many adults in our lives.
What the fuck?
We had aunties, uncles, church people. Like,
Anger. This is on my inventory. It's like, where the fuck was everybody?
where were
Like,
all the adults?
what the fuck? But I think it's also like that's how toxic our mother could be at that time that even
Yeah.
like people who want to step in cannot fucking abide, you know?
But like, I don't know that. Here's what. I don't know if this is like, tell me if the
Yeah.
recovery thing, but like, we could have probably come to an Al Anon.
We did.
We went to one,
Yes.
but like, probably should have gone regularly, right?
Yeah, but we can't go against our will.
Oh,
And
okay. Was it
that was like,
against,
yeah,
it was
I mean, I
uncomfortable.
was like, no, thank you,
Yeah.
immediately, no.
Yeah.
Because
Hard pass. We were not interested in anything stepdad related.
no, no. And I mean, it's like that's the last thing I want to hear is people's feelings. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to not even have feelings, and you want me to get in a room and talk about them. Like, no, thank you.
That's true.
You know. So I
It
don't
was
know.
tough. Like, we were tough age, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And like the last fucking thing, like, I keep trying to remember to have like especially grace with our stepdad because we wanted nothing fucking to do with him.
I
You
don't
know,
know. I mean, were we like that? Was it that bad? I don't think
I was
we were
that
like
bad.
real oppositional. Like, what? What are we supposed to do? Have a fucking party?
Right. It
On
was
the second
understandable.
second stepdad, we were like not even that bad, I feel.
No, we were benign, but like, I mean,
Nine.
well, there were some things like inviting my youth pastor to my senior night instead of my stepfather was a little rude. A little rude.
Yeah, but I mean, this is inventory, but like it's also like, are we responsible for everyone's emotions and if their feelings get hurt, We're kids with no tools and no fucking
100%.
examples.
And
So
like, yeah, that was its own red flag at the moment too. That probably should have been magnifying glass.
where the fuck was everyone?
Yeah.
We're very blessed that we made it out of all this shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? That I don't know if you recall. That's what's gonna be fun on this is like, what do you remember of my experience? What do I remember of your experience?
Yeah, we need to do that.
Because even though 2 years separation, it's like we could have had we probably have different experiences,
And
even in
I
the same
was
month.
online at times when you were offline and vice
Oh,
versa.
yes, yes, yes. And you mean by that, like, I don't remember
Yeah.
anything, and then you remember some things.
But then I don't
Okay.
remember anything from like stepdad number one house,
Yeah.
except like playing Legos and getting kicked out.
Did we have Legos?
Yeah, I think we had
That's so fun
Legos.
for
I
us.
know. It seems too that we were a bit old for Legos, but we had Legos. We would
I
like
don't
listen to our
remember.
Christian rock and play Legos and then get kicked out on the weekends.
So
It's a
cute.
great time.
Classic. I don't remember Legos. I remember getting our Bop magazine, J14 magazine, and
Whoa.
cutting out the pictures of the celebs and then playing pretend with those, like the
I
NCs.
feel that was in the house that dad died in.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
I
But
remember
we're
that.
probably old at that time as well.
Old
Or
for
maybe,
that.
maybe.
I was in like third grade.
Oh, you're fine.
You were appeasing me.
Well, that's so nice of me.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. And you were in like fifth grade. So really checks out.
Yeah,
We
I guess
didn't have internet.
that's true.
We didn't have like, I mean, I remember getting like a Furby at one point, but like we didn't really
Mhm.
have like
Yeah.
trendy toys, you
We
know? Like we
didn't.
had Polly
Mm.
Pocket, but
Oh
this
yeah.
is what we did. We cut and like we had like catalogs that we would cut families out of
Yeah.
and play dollies.
Yes. 100%.
Sometimes we would draw our own families and cut them
Hmm.
out and play with them.
We're
What
very
the
into
fuck?
family, which is a flag of itself.
Oh my God. That was our favorite thing to play was
I
with
know.
cut out people.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
Oh, but I remember um I was in high school, but like early, I think, maybe sophomore year or junior year perhaps. And it was like I was feeling pretty bad and I was like, we need to like go to the pediatrician. So we go to the pediatrician and these like fucking Christian ass friends I had at the time are like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't get on pills because, you should trust in the Lord and like that's going to make you kill yourself more. Oh, warning.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry,
content
sorry.
warning.
Sorry. Cut that, cut that. But basically, these Christian bitches were like, that's going to make it worse. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. So off I go with mom to the pediatrician, who is also a red flag, right? Or just his kids are.
Yeah.
TBD
Yeah,
for
yeah,
another
yeah.
time, but God
No,
bless.
yeah. Well, and yeah, he was in like a very side character. We didn't see him much
Not
except to get
great.
birth control
Yeah,
that one time,
yeah.
to get occasional vaccines, and then
Occasional.
very occasional, like only
Girl,
for
not on a
school.
schedule when we had the
No.
cash.
And then for this appointment I didn't know about. So
Yeah.
continue.
So we went and he's like, what are we doing here, bitch? And I'm like, I would like some antidepressants, please. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, well, like, how are your grades doing? And I'm like, I've got a 3.9. He's like, oh, well, what are your activities at school? I'm like, well, band, church.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you seem like you're doing all right. And
First
it
of
was
all,
like,
I'd like to know when this questionnaire came out that you're supposed to answer about
right,
the fresh, but it's fine.
right. And that's what he was like, you're pretty functional, like come back if you can't get out of bed and go to school. Which is I don't think they
Malpractice.
say that now to the Gen Zs, and to the young kids.
Malpractice.
Yeah. I'm calling the police.
Like truly, we had a kid in our youth group jump off the roof of the school.
And I don't recall, so
She
we'll
was
have
in
to look this.
band. She was in church,
Oh shit.
you know.
You're right. And do we have any feelings on that? No.
I went to her house
You did.
with one of the youth leaders, the one that died of cancer.
What?
You don't remember him. He was a firefighter too. We went to his funeral. Mom
Oh
cried.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So he took me and like two other kids. I don't even know who. I
Weird.
couldn't tell you. But in the dark of the night, we listened to what's that?
Weird.
POD. Is that a band?
Yeah.
We listened
Of
to them
course.
on the way
Classic.
and went to her house. I had never really spoken to her, but I
Why
just
were
remember
you
her.
plucked for this mission?
Why I was plucked for every fucking mission. I was the chosen one. Okay.
Hell yeah.
She was in like a full cast, or at least both her legs, and she did not want us there. We were the last people she wanted to see.
You you and this man, and was there another girl?
I think another girl, maybe a boy. There
Okay.
was one or two other kids, for sure one other girl.
And you were supposed to go and be like, hey, buddy,
Lift her
praying for you.
spirits, pray for her, check in on her, say, hey, we drove all this way, listen to POD. How you doing?
What's up?
Her mom was like, thank you for coming. And she was like, get the fuck out.
Thank you. Goodbye.
He's like, I don't know you, but praying for you, kid. Bye. Peace
Wow.
out. So
Yikes.
fucking weird. And like Dark of the Night, I don't even remember if
Right.
anyone signed off for me to
I'm
go.
telling you, we have to stop doing church.
Church is canceled.
It's really bad. Like,
Y'all don't do it.
not appropriate. Don't go at night.
Don't go to night church.
Don't.
I'm assuming that that's what had happened, was that I was at a youth group and they were like, secret
We're going
mission.
after this. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like,
probably it was a surprise and there was no time to consent
I'm
or
sure
ask your mother. But if they ask your mother, like, she's busy. Do whatever the
she's
fuck.
not at home.
Yeah, who
They're
are you
like,
gonna
you're
go?
perfect. You are perfect for this mission. Your mother's not home. Yeah, it was fucking weird. But yeah, weird that they wouldn't like, because I feel that your appointment was probably after that scenario. And it's a
Yeah,
very small town. Everyone has to understand. There are not a lot of
yeah,
people at this middle school, high school.
right.
So, like, that was a very big deal. And so, like, you'd think he'd be like comparing and contrasting and saying,
Right. Let's at least
maybe better
present.
help.
Yeah. And now it's like, I mean, and so then from then on, I have been raw dogging life and white knuckling, and just
But
like,
you can get out of bed.
I'll
So,
get through it. I'm good enough, And like,
boy.
happy people are different people than me, It's like, that's for them. I just have trauma and it's my cross to bear. And
Mhm.
then when did I even get my pills? Like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And I just asked for them. And she's like, a lot of women need it. God bless. Here you go. And it's like the internet then is like, if you feel like you should ask, you probably need to do it.
Yeah. If it's
Take
crossed
your
your
pills.
mind.
Yeah, it's a flag.
Yeah.
It's like the flags back then were different, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
In a small town,
small town piece of shit, perhaps.
small town, church town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, also, we had so few doctors to choose from. So,
Yeah.
like, of course, like, she also didn't have a lot of choice. And also, she loved that doctor.
Did she?
Like, he was very
He
cool
helped with
about our
dad.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was
Yeah.
sick.
So the TLDR, too long didn't
I
listen.
I know that one. I did have to think about it. Got it.
It's like, don't go to church at night.
Yes.
Take your pills. Use your snail slime.
Hmm.
Watch TV a lot. Have patience with yourself at work.
I think that's great. The camera keeps wink wonking at me.
It's trying to take what is it called?
Oh, it's trying to
A
focus.
thumbnail. Trying to do a thumbnail.
Take a thumbnail.